Hey, good morning. What's shaking? What's shaking? This is Sunny. I'm down here at Spiegel Grove, the Presidential Center, and here it is President's Day, right? So I thought I'd ask our local history presidential buff guy, Justin Smith, some questions. So we're going to go inside the Presidential Center and ask Justin some questions. I'm hoping I can stump him. He said you can ask him whatever president, who the 11th president, 7th president, whatever, and he's going to know the answer. So I'm going to test him. We'll see. All right, let's go inside. We are working our way up. How lucky we are to have a presidential library and museum right here in Fremont, Ohio. I don't know if you've ever been here, but you better get here. So I'm going to go inside and catch Justin in here, hopefully catch him off guard. It's presidential history. In case you didn't know, Justin is also a Fremont City Councilman. So if you haven't met Justin, here we go. Like I told you, Fremont, we are down here with Justin Smith at the Presidential Center. How you doing, Justin?
Doing well on this President's Day. How are you, Senator?
Yeah. Now President's Day came about when? Like when did they start this President's
Well,
Day?
they did it to honor George Washington's birthday.
Okay. Yes. And his birthday was
February 22nd.
22nd, but they end up declaring it on the 15th?
I think it was on the 15th, kind of between Lincoln's birthday on February 12th and Washington's birthday on February 22nd.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, so how long have you been interested in presidents?
Well, I read a book at the Hayes School Library back when I was in second grade, and I memorized the presidents, and it's been ever since. I was always a kid who knew all the presidents. It's kind of stuck with me through the years. If it wouldn't be for knowing the presidents, I probably wouldn't be in the positions I'm in, teaching or being in the community. It just motivated me to get involved, and it's just changed my life. I was excited about the presidents, and I've always been a fan of the presidents, and I'm proud of. I was like the kid that knew everything, and through school, the kids would step me, and they could never step me. So
now this here, you're standing beside
President and Mrs. Hayes. Yep.
Yeah. So now, give us some fun facts about him, maybe that people might not
Well,
know.
Rutherford B. Hayes was born in 1822 and died in 1893. He won one of the most controversial elections in American history in 1876. So America's always had controversial presidential elections. President Hayes was won on one of the most controversial. And as president, he did try his best to promote civil service reform. He was against, he was for prohibition. That didn't work out too well, but he was a big supporter of prohibition and civil service reform and trying to help the cause of equality. I mean, he got sidetracked in those difficult times, but President Hayes' heart was always in the right place.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Now, so I'm going to ask you, like who was some presidents, and you see if you know who they were.
All right.
Okay, like our 7th president.
Andrew Jackson, 1829 to 1837. He was a Democrat.
Wow, that was bad.
I got it. I know it.
How about the 11th?
James K. Polk, Democrat, 1845 to 1849.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
How about number 27?
William Howard Taft, 1909-1913, Republican from Ohio. He was the heaviest president we ever had. He got stuck in the bathtub when he was president.
No kidding. Now, speaking of Ohio, how many presidents have been from
Well,
Ohio?
we had William Henry Harrison. We had Ulysses S. Grant. Of course, we had Rutherford B. Hayes, James Garfield, Benjamin Harrison, William McKinley, William Taft, and Warren Harding.
Wow.
So we had quite a few. We haven't had any in almost 100 years.
Now, is that the most?
Virginia, I think, has us beat. I'm not. You might have stepped me there. I'm not positive.
So
I believe
pretty
Virginia.
close, though, I bet.
Virginia and Ohio are pretty close.
Wow.
But Ohio has not produced a president since 1920. 100 years ago, in 1920, Warren Harding was elected president, and he defeated James Cox, who was also from Ohio. So both candidates in 1920 were from Ohio.
Wow, that's very
that's
interesting.
yeah.
So you got some time. You got to maybe you'd be the first one.
Oh, I got that. But I'm happy learning about the presidents because I think our country has had every president's made mistakes, but I think we've been fortunate to have good presidents no matter what side.
Right. Yeah. Correct. America, best country in the world.
Absolutely.
Who wouldn't want to be here, right?
Yes, right.
So yeah, just for this library to be here and a museum.
Well, that's
just
one of the
amazing.
best things of Fremont. That Fremont is one of so few communities that can say they produced a president.
Right.
I mean, I've spent a lot of time here growing up, and they've done a great job redoing everything. I mean, you look at right there, it tells about some of Hayes' cabinet,
Right.
working with the vetoes, working with Congress, and then you go over to that side, it has the 1876 election map,
Wow.
which
It's a place,
tells you.
a lot of people locally here haven't been here, and they need to get here.
They should.
And,
It's
you
a
know,
great,
they should, you know, right here in your backyard.
yeah, it's a great place.
So, speaking of politics and people who have served their community, you also are a city councilman.
I
right?
am on city councilman for this, where the Hayes Center is in.
Oh, this is the same ward.
I can always, I'm one of my proudest things to talk about when I talk about the area I represent is at the Hayes Presidential Center. Rutherford B. Hayes would have been one of my constituents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
you're running for what?
I am running for re-election this year, and I do have a challenger, and I'm going to work hard and keep getting my message out. I'm proud of the job I've done as city councilman. I've researched the issues. When constituents have called me, I've always done my best to get back with them and assist them in government, and I finally feel that I'm doing a great job, and you know, and I think I can win. I think I can win this and keep doing great things because I offer experience that you can depend on.
All right. Thanks a lot, Justin, for your time and your presidential
Thank
history.
you, Sonny. Always nice talking to you.
All right.